Assalamualaikum everyone, this is the freelancing Wali. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. So today we are going to explore the story behind one of the most commonly used word in English, that is all right. Although it seems like a simple expression, it has an interesting history and it used in many different ways in everyday conversation. Let's discover how this word came to be and why it remains so popular around the world with the help of Maya. So let's get started. Hello, Maya. How are you?
Hi, what's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just enjoying the day.
Oh,
Well, what's been keeping you busy lately?
um,
That all sounds like there's a story there. What's
yes, I have many interesting questions for you. The topic of our questions is all right. So, are you ready? If you're ready, then we
I am
start.
always ready.
Okay. So, first question is, what does the word all right mean?
It's one of those phrases that basically wears a few different hats. Most of the time, it just means everything is okay or satisfactory. Like if you ask someone how they're doing and they say they're all right. But it can also be used to agree with something or even as a way to start a new
Okay.
topic like all right, let's get started. Depending on tone, it can even be a bit hesitant. Which version of all right were you thinking of? I've got a
Next
feeling you're
question
just
is
signaling
all
out.
right?
What's the next question on the
Is
list?
all right the same as
Okay,
all
you're
right?
keeping me on my
Means
toes with these.
is matlab means ALRIGHT the same as ALLRIGHT.
Short answer, yes, they mean the exact same thing. All right is just a more casual, streamlined version of all right. You'll see all right more in formal writing, but in a text or a conversation, all right does the heavy lifting. Do you have a preference for which one you use?
No, not really.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Since we're on a roll, what's the next one you've got for me? I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so next question is, where did the word all right originate?
Let me look into that for you. It's always interesting to see how two words basically merge into one over time. The original version, all right, goes all the way back to Middle English and was even used by Geoffrey Chaucer.
Oh,
All right didn't really show up in print until much later, around 1884, with the process called unification, which is just a fancy way of saying two words became one, kind of like how already happened. What else is on your mind?
nice. So next question is, when did all right become commonly used?
Let me let me check. It's kind of funny
Can
how
you can you
some
tell me
words take
century or
centuries to just
exact
get
years?
all right. It started popping up in the late 19th century, specifically around the 1880s. Though Mark Twain was actually using it in his writing as far as 1865, which helped get it out there. Want to know more about how it spread?
Maybe not. So move to our next question.
No
So
worries.
in which situations do people usually say all right?
It really depends on who the audience is. If someone is writing a formal essay, a business email, or something for a textbook, they'll almost always stick with all right to keep it professional. But in a text to a friend, a casual social media post, or just chatting out loud, all right is the go-to because it's faster and feels more natural.
Can you give me
That
example? The most common example.
sure thing. A classic one would be just checking in on someone. If you're texting a friend, you might just say, all right,
Oh,
see you at 6. Quick and easy. But if you were emailing a professor or boss, you'd probably go with, all right, I will have that finished by tomorrow. Does that help show the difference?
Yes.
Glad it clicked. I have a feeling you've still got a few more questions up your sleeve. What's
Sorry.
next?
Okay, never mind. Now move for our next question. So, is all right more
Totally.
common in spoken English or written English? I, in my opinion, I think spoken English, right?
You hit the nail on the head. It's way more common in spoken English because when we talk, we don't hear the space between all and right. It just flows together. In writing, the proper way still lingers, but in conversation, it's almost always just one smooth sound. What made you guess that?
What are you saying?
I just meant that you were spot on with your guess. I was curious if you've noticed people saying it more often than you see it written. See it?
Okay, I say all right, and someone say me too sorry, and then I say okay, all right, no problem, all right, it's okay.
That's the perfect example. It's just a natural way to reassure someone and keep the conversation moving.
Okay,
It
so move
almost
to our next question.
acts like a little verbal nod to show you're on the
Okay,
same
so can
page.
I all right be used to
I'm
agree with
ready.
someone?
Lay it on me. Absolutely. It's one of the easiest ways to show you're in agreement without needing a long explanation. Like if a friend says, let's grab
I
some food,
want
and you
to.
just respond with, all right, it's a clear green light.
I want example. Can you give me
And you want
example?
to, you got it. Imagine a coworker says, I think we should take a quick break before we finish this project. And you just respond, all right, that sounds like a plan. It's a simple way to say you're on board. Want another one, or does that cover it?
Okay. So how is all right different from saying okay?
They're similar, but they have a slightly different energy.
Oh,
Okay, is more of a direct confirmation, like you're acknowledging a fact, or it feels a bit more like you're agreeing to a suggestion or accepting a situation. It's the difference between saying, I hear you and I'm on board. Does that distinction make sense?
oh, nice. I have a question in my mind. I want to ask that which generation use all right the more?
That's a great question. In generally, younger generations like millennials and Gen Z are way more likely to use all right in writing because they're more comfortable with casual, streamlined language in texts and on social media. Older generations tend to be a bit more traditional, so they often stick to all right to make sure they're being grammatically correct. Do you find yourself using the shorter version more often?
Not really. Okay, so gen,
No worry.
so which word can replace all right in future?
That's a bold question. Honestly, I think it's hard to replace because it's so versatile. But if something did, it would probably be something even shorter or more casual, like bet or just a thumbs up emoji in text. Though I have a feeling all right is just too useful to ever fully disappear. Do you think people will stop using it?
I think.
Take your time.
Okay, so next question is: can the word "all right" ever be misunderstood?
Definitely. It all comes down to the tone. If you say, all right, with a slow, trailing voice, it can sound like you're skeptical or not entirely convinced, even if you're saying yes. It can almost feel like you're just agreeing to end the argument rather than actually agreeing with the person. Have you ever had that happen?
Okay, so I record the video. मतलब means कि I am recording the video for my YouTube channel. So, what message would you like viewers to remember about using the word "all right"?
Oh, a YouTube video. I love that. If I had to leave the viewers with one thing, it would be that language is always evolving. Whether you use all right to keep it formal or all right to keep it casual, the most important thing is the connection you're making with the person you're talking to. Use whatever feels most natural to you.
Okay. So, Maya, this is our today's conversation. I hope you enjoyed it, but I enjoyed. I just love this conversation because I know about most about all right. I don't know very much about all right word, but now I know all right word. So this is our today's conversation. Hope you enjoyed it. We will meet again. Until then, bye bye everyone. Bye bye Maya.
I